Students who are in the online, am I audible, students? So those who says good evening, I am also saying good evening. Online students, am I audible to you? So now I am going to start the discussion. What is our discussion is going on last class? Sit front, sit in the front. So let us go to the further. 6 p.m. Flow control statement started. Break statement is already completed. You worked on it, huh? Got results? Got it? Not getting? Got it. Even if you don't get also, no problem. Because some of them not practiced, I think so. Why today is very less? Reina. Okay, fine. Hmm? Okay. So holiday, all those things. Everything is there along with you only. Holiday is there. Raining is there. These are all called disturbances in your time. Hmm? Now I'll move to the continue statement I will do. Continue statement. Continue statement. Important. Break statement already completed. And then we'll go for a continue statement. Let's go to the pie chart. So there I will take it in this place. Let's close this project. So here 6 p.m. loops. And these are the things which is already completed. Break statement is already completed. Now I'm going to take up continue statement example I will take. Continue statement example 1.py. So coming to this place, program for demonstrating. So there I will take program for demonstrating continue statement. There I will take it Aditya. Sir, can you reply? Can you please reply? What is your Aditya? What is your doubt, Aditya? Sir, I have joined for Python 2 months course, not full stack. So by 2 months course topics will be covered. I mean till we need to attend the class more. I mean till when we need to attend the class more. What is that? Aditya, my dear student, I did not understand. Maybe you joined for 2 months. Maybe you are measuring the timing. In 2 months, you joined the course and you are thinking that up to 2 months only will attend and next day you won't attend. Like that you are thinking or what? I did not understand your English. So that is what I am thinking. So I have seen already your doubt. I did not understand anything from that. That's why I'm continuing my class. Oh, okay. 2 months completed, so you will not attend from tomorrow onwards, huh? My dear student, let me continue my class. So I will go to continue statement example 1.py. S is equal to Python. S is equal to Python, I will say. There I want to print. My requirement is last class I already said CH in S and I was printed CH here. Then you try to, this is an else part I wrote it. Print of what is this? For loop, else part. For loop, else part. This was completed in the last time. So total data is printed, else part is completed. So today my requirement is very simple. I want to display, I want to display P Y H O N. P Y H O N. I want to display P Y H O N. That means which one is not interested to display? T. Last class when P Y T completed, when H comes, we broke it. We break on it. And then the further statements will not execute. But today concept is what? I want to display Py. When T will come, I don't want to display, but I want to continue the loop. When T comes, I don't want to display T, but I want to continue the loop. Are you able to follow? So how do you write the code? Online students, don't take much time. Try to understand, it is easy. When T comes, I don't want to print, but I want to continue the loop. How do you write it? For CH in where? Yes. I will check if CH double equal to what? T. If CH is equal to double equal to T. When T comes, I don't want to display. Which one I don't want to display? T I don't want to display. There I will write it. Continue. Continue I will say. CH is equal to T. I'll say continue. Then here I will write it. Print of what? CH I will write it. Line number 13 is the statement written after which keyword? Continue. This is the other statement for which one? If statement. How the flow will be? Now I am writing else part also, and I am writing for loop else part. I am going to take it. For loop else part I am going to take it. Come on, start the flow. For CH in S, what is the value of S here? Python. What is the value of CH now? P. P. P is equal to T. Which line it will go? Which line it will go? 13th line it will go. What is printed? The value P. Go to where? For loop. What is the value of CH next? Y. Y is equal to T. False. Again it will go to 13th line. What is printed? Y. Go to the loop. What is the value of next? T. T is equal to T. True. True means what should what I said? Continue I said. Once you say continue, PVM will go to the top of the loop without executing the further statements. Without executing the further statement. That is what continue will do. Continue. Which one is not printed? T not printed. What is the next value of CH? Come on. H. H is equal to T. Go to which line? Right. Done. T. And next, what is the value coming? Go to the loop. Next value. Come on. O. O is equal to H is printed here. H. Next, O is equal to T. False. What is printed? O. Next, go to the loop. What is the value of CH? N. N is equal to T. False. Again, N is printed. Go to the loop. Loop is becoming false. Come to else part and then execute. I think you are understanding the meaning of continue here. Is it printed or not? So what did you understand about the continue? Whenever the continue statement is taking place, whenever the continue keyword is taking place, PVM goes to the top of the loop without executing the further statements written. For example, I will write for just written like this. Print hello, print caviar. I just wrote like this. These are all statements you see in different in color. Did you observe it? Writing the statements after a continue is of no meaning. That will not execute at all. Simply your PVM will go to the top of the loop for that iteration without executing the rest of the statements written after which statement? continue statement. Try to run it. Simply you see what is happening. Pyhon. There is no meaning of writing the statements after continue. Did you understand? So what is the use of continue? Continue is a keyword which is used for making the loop, making the PVM to go to the loop without executing the statements which are written after a continue for that iteration only, for that looping process only, but not for other iterations. Whenever the condition is satisfied, then continue is taking place. PVM will go to the top of the loop without executing the further statements in the Python program. I think that you understood that. And some, of course, this continue statement is useful. Without writing continue statement also, I can write it. Just that if you get expertism, I can write a else also here. I just wrote it. Even if you can write else also, no problem. Same output will be coming. Are you able to follow? So what is the difference between break and continue? I will write one break statement here. What is an answer? Here only the answer will be coming. Only py will come. Only py. Only py will come. Are you following? But when I say continue statement, you are understanding the meaning of what continue will do. What continue will do. Clear or not clear? Right. Break statement will make the loop to terminate. Continue statement will execute the condition to go to the top of the loop for that iteration only without executing the statements written after continue statement. Clear up? Right. Let me tell you one more example. Let me tell you one more example with while loop. I will tell you. And one more thing you see, students. Once you say continue, else part of the loop also executed. Why? Because for loop is becoming false here. In earlier case, when I used break statement, what was not executed? Else part was not executed. But here, for loop else part is executed. Let me take up the same thing. I'll show you with while loop. I will explain. With while loop, I will explain. Python file. Here I am writing 2.py. 2.py. I'll carry the same statement. Let us watch this now. Careful. Remove this entire stuff. Try to do it again. So 2.py with a while loop I am taking I is equal to 0. Normal loop you write it. Normal, how do you write it? I less than what? Len of s. Len of s. Print of what I am writing? S of I. And I is equal to what I am doing? I plus 1 I am writing. And here I am writing what? Else part I am saying. Print of what? While loop. Else part I am writing. While loop else part I am writing. Try to run it. I got Python else part also I got it. And what is my requirement today? Today I said students print off. So here I'm writing it. So today my requirement is same as previous. I want to display this data. I want to display this data. With indexing also not possible, with slicing also not possible, we cannot apply. How do I do it? Same. I will take care. I is equal to 0. Come on. While I less than len of s. I less than what? Len of s. What should I do? Print of, I'll check it out. What is that? If s of I is equal to what? So this time I want to display python I want to display. Python I want to display. Python. H I don't want to display. What should I do? H I will write it. When H comes, what should I do? Come on. Continue. Continue I will say. What I will do now? Print of what? Come on. S of I. And I need to write I is equal to what? I plus 1. Start the flow. Else part also I will write as it is. Else part also I will write here. Try to take care easily. Start. What is the value of this? 0. Python. Be careful. 0 less than 6. 0 less than 6 is true. What is the value printed? S of 0 is equal to H. Come on. False. False means it will execute 16th line. Printed. What is the value printed? P. What is the I is equal to I plus 1? 1. Go back. 1 less than what again? 6. S of 1 is equal to H. False. False means what? Printed what? Y. I is equal to I plus 1. Come on. 2. 2 less than 6. True. 2 less than 6. True. S of 2 is equal to H. False. Also printed what? T. Next I is equal to I plus 1. 3. 3 less than 6. True. S of 3. H. H is equal to H. True. What is happening? Continue. That means further statements will not execute. It will go to the loop again. It will go to the loop. What is the value of I? Come on. Hmm? 4. Where did you increment it? You did not increment anywhere. So when you go for while loop, automatically it won't increment the value. So it will print up to PYT only. Cursor is waiting infinitely because it is going on executing continue, continue, continue. Did you observe this point? Execute it and try to observe it, students. Here only it is incrementing, but here when continue is coming, it is going back to this without incrementing this value. Because I said no further statements will execute. See that you are going to get PYT and cursor is waiting here only. What is the reason of just waiting there? Because the statement is called what? Continue is only getting executed. This only getting executed infinitely. And this is the meaning why it is waiting. So to avoid that problem, what should I do? What should I do? If you write it I is equal to I plus 1 here also, that also will not get the problem. Why? From line number 15 only, it is going to the loop. I should not write over there. Try to run it. You are going to get same answer. Same answer. Avoid that problem. I is equal to I plus 1 must be written here. Then only that will be executing. Are you following? I is equal to I plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 less than 6 is called what? Come on. O na? O. What is that O less than? O is equal to H? False. Print that O. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 less than 6, true. S of 5 is called what? N. N is equal to H is called what? False. Come to where? N is printed. I plus 1, 6. 6 less than 6 is false. Now it is going to stop it. I hope you are understanding the meaning of what? Continue statement at this point period of time. While loop related continue statement must be so clear, students. And see that answer now. What is the answer? I got it. PYT ON I got it. Which one is not coming? H is not coming. So I think it is more clear. Suppose I want PY N I want. PTON I want. PTON I want. Which one I don't want? Y I don't want. H I don't want. Y I don't want. H I don't want. How do you write it? I say, or what should I do? S of I is equal to what? Come on. Y I need to write. Either H or what? Y. Any one of this coming, increment that and then continue. Other than H and Y is coming, you print the data. Try to run it. Very, very simple. I got it. PTON got it. Clear or not clear? Clear. So this you can write it. In this way, you can write it. I think continue statement is more clear. Are you able to follow? Write down. Open the notes. Okay, 1 minute you see. I will show you the continue statement concept once. Then you can move forward. Transfer flow statements. Here I am going to take up continue statement. Try to look at once. Continue is a keyword like Saturday class break statement. Continue statement is used for making the PVM to go to the top of the loop without executing the following statements which are written after a continue statement for that current iteration only. For that point of time only, following statements will not execute. Continue statement to be used always inside of loops. When we use continue statement inside of loop, then else part of corresponding loop also execute provided loop condition becoming false. So loop is becoming false. It is not breaking in the middle. Loop only becoming false. That is the meaning here. That's why else part is getting executed. For variable name in iterable object, test condition, continue statement, written after a continue statement. This will not execute. when we go for continue. I think you are following, students. Continue statement. Many more statements are there. They won't execute. While loop also you see. Continue statement. Some more statements are available here. These are not going to. If test condition, continue some statement. Statement 1, statement 2, n number of statements. This will not execute when continue is taking place. This is related to which concept? Continue. Already we know previous class what? Break also we know. These are regularly fundamentals daily we will come across in the classroom. Shall I go for the programming? Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Hmm? Uppalapadi Hemanath Sai is asking difference between break and continue. My dear student, I already explained it. I may not explain again. That is a damn sure. Already break statement started to explain. Today I explained. Today also I explained it. Today also I explained it. Today also I explained it. Here I already wrote break. I already wrote what? Break. I already wrote break. Written or not? I already explained it. This one I already explained it. Again, if you ask me, I am helpless. Because if you ask such type of things, it's very helpless. When I say continue, what happened it very clearly with the two programs explained. Again, if you ask, there is no meaning of it. Okay. So please follow, try to read. If you ask such type of thing, 100% I cannot explain. Right. Let us move to the further. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept a line of text, which will accept a line of text, which will accept a line of text, which will accept a line of text and display, and display, and display other than vowels, and display other than vowels, and display other than vowels. Mr. Hemanath said, don't waste my time, ma. I'm just focusing on coding, not reading notes. That's what I'm saying. If you want to understand coding, if you want to understand coding, notes you have to read. Because if you ask like that, it's very difficult. You have to read the notes first so that concept you will understand. Then only coding will come. Without knowing coding, directly like a attender of the hospitals, directly if we go for giving injection, that will be giving problems. First, we have to know about the concept. What is the use of the concept? From the concept, you are going for what? Coding. That is the way. Directly, if you look at the code, nothing will come. First, concept is important. Then coding will come. That is my advice for you. Right. So, reading is important. Then coding is going to come. Without reading, if you waste your time, you don't put the type of doubts, ma. Please let me continue my class properly. Right. So, written it. Go to the place. Here I'm going to take up line of text. Continue statement example 3.py. Continue statement example 3.py. 3.py. Here I'm going to demonstrating 3.py. Here I'm going to write it. Program for demonstrating, program for reading a line of text, reading a line of text and display other than vowels. Other than, when vowels comes, what should I do? Continue. Other than vowel comes, display. Simple. My questioning only will give you. Line is equal to input of enter a line of text. Enter a line of text. Enter a line of text. So I'll print given line. Given line, I will print it. Dot format of what? Line. Dot format of line. Now I'm writing the coding. From that line of text, try to run it once. Here I'm writing Python. One sentence I am writing. From Python, I want to print other than vowels. P I want to print, Y I want to print, T I want to print, H I want to print, and N I want to print. Which one I am not printing? O I don't want to print. How to take care of that? Now I'm going to write the coding. Very, very easy. Don't take much time. Try to understand. What is this now? For CH in yes. For CH in yes. Now what should I do? If CH in, if CH in, CH dot, the two, because almost I explained it. You must read the notes and you need to understand the content. In, I already mentioned it. A comma, E comma, I comma, and O comma, and next is called what? U. U. That time, what should I do? Continue, I will write it. Continue. So, this is called not yes, this is called line. If any vowel is present inside, you say continue without executing the further statements. Otherwise, you just say print what? CH. CH you print it. CH. At the same line, you want to print in the same line also, you can print it. Not an issue. Try to run this now. So take an example of what? Apple. Apple, you take it. First the things, line. What is this now? CH, A dot lower, small a. In AEIOU. True. Continue. That will not execute this statement. A will not print. Next PP. PP two times PP will print. Next what? L. L also not. L also will print. E. What is the next E? E is present. It will continue. No more data is present. It will come out of that. Try to run this. Now I'm going to take it. So I'm going to write it. PPL. What is printed? PPL. Now I'll write a big line. Python is an OOP language. What is printed? You see. PYTHN is printed. Space is printed. I, that is nothing but S is printed. Space is printed again. And next is what? An. An is printed. AN, one N is printed. OOP, OO is not printed. P printed. Next space printed. LANG, LNG is printed. Are you able to follow? This is about subject of what? How to eliminate. Now I am writing here A 2, 3, 4 and something like E and some dollar and something like E 4, 5 and like this I printed. What is happening? Except E, except A, other elements printed or not? This is something like how can we take your own elements by eliminating other things? I think you are following this. Now, students, you can write the same thing by using what? Else also I can write it if you follow me. Try to run this now. So say here IPPLE, got the answer. Now, students, be careful. Today I don't write continue statement. When I don't write continue statement, what is an answer? When I wrote don't write continue statement, what is the next? What is the output? Come on. How can we eliminate that? Come on, fast. How can we write it? So మీరు చదువుకుంటారా లేదా అసలు? I say pass. You will get indentation error. You will get indentation error. You will get indentation error. Once if I write a colon, definitely you need to write what? Indentation block. If I don't write it, you will get error. So many times I explained. To avoid this indentation problem error, I can say pass. Already explained. So if AEIOU it is present, what is happening? Pass. Pass means what? It will not see the indentation block. It will go to the loop again. Else part will not execute. If it is satisfied, simply go to the loop. Simply go to the loop. So this is especially happening only in Python because pause is there only in Python. Pause is not there in C language, C++, Java is not there. Try to run it. Output is coming perfectly. APPLE, I got the answer. Especially in Python, continue statement, I need not to much worry about it because I am using what also here? Pass. Already pass explained 3, 4 times in the class. Pass is a keyword which will make the Python compiler and PVM not to consider indentation block. It will bypass the indentation block. It ignore the indentation block. Saturday I said, previous Thursday I said, every day I'm going on repeating. So, but I will write it what here? Continue. So I think you are going to follow. Understand? Fine. Next I'm going to take up one more thing I will take. Today I'm going to do continuously what? Continue statement example I will tell you. Later so many example I am telling. Who is this Vamsi Krishna? So I will tell you, my dear student, how to print alphabets. These are all there in my class, ma. Don't get any excitement. I'll explain. How to print alphabet. That too upper alphabets I'll tell you. Lower alphabets I'll tell you. I'll print the digits separately. I'll print the special symbols separately. I will count the number of special symbols, number of digits, number of uppercase, number of lowercase. I will tell all the things in my class. So relaxly, you go on, listen my class so that you will get everything. If you excited, I'm not going to run along with you. You have to run along with my classroom action plan. Big action plan I have. You have to run along with that. Vamsi, I hope you are understanding. So special characters, how to take it, special characters, how to remove, all those things I'm going to tell in the classroom. Okay, now? So nothing to worry about it. There are a lot of concepts I'm going to discuss in the loops only. This is called which level? Third level only I am in. Total four levels I said or not? Right. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Okay, Vamsi, understood that? Write a Python program which will accept which will accept list of values, which will accept list of values, list of values, and display positive values only. Display positive values only. Display positive values only. What it indicates? What it indicates? LST is equal to, today we are talking something more interesting. 10, minus 20, 30, 40, minus 50, minus 60, and minus 12, and 45, 67, 90, and minus 45. Like that I am having. I want to print what values? Come on. Only positive values I want to get it. When negative values comes, I need to do what? I need to continue. These things are coming, I need to say what? Continue. And I want to take only the required values. So how to do it? So first I will go for how to take these values. Let us take this normal example. Later I will go for continuing this example. Look at, I'm going to take up here. Python file, continue statement example 4.py. Try to run this now. I'm going to take it program for displaying which values? Positive values. Program for displaying positive values from what? List of values. How do you take it? Now I'm going to take up. LST is equal to, try to take that values. Try to take that values. I'm taking these values. Here I'm going to take up. So try to take up these values. Try to take up these values. From this I want to display. How do you display? For value in where? LST. Print of what? Value. All the values are printed or not? All the values are printed. Total values are printed. But I want to print only which values? Positive values. So I need to go for it. How to do that? Simple. If value greater than, less than 0, less than or equal to 0. If any 0 is also there, I will write one 0 also. Value less than or equal to 0. What should I say? Continue. Other than continue, when it is coming, what should I do? Value I will print it. These are all positive values or not? I'll write it. Print of list of positive values. List of positive values I can say. So there I will go for it. Here I'm going to get it. Only positive values are coming. If you want negative values, after finishing that, if you want only negative values, how do you go for negative values? How do you write it? Same to same. I will take it. Tell me, for value in LST, come on. If value greater than equal to 0, what should I say? Continue. Continue, I can say. Continue. There I am writing. Directly I can write print of what? Value. Print of value. So try to run this example. I got negative values. Here I got what? Positive value. 0 is nowhere. 0 is nowhere. But 0 is there. It is not coming. That also I will print it. Here I am going to take up list of what values? Negative values. List of negative values. Try to run it. I got positive values as well as what? Negative values. Able to follow? Fine. If you want to print a number of positive values, NOP is equal to 0, I can write it. NOP is equal to NOP plus 1. I can write it here. Print of what? What is this? Number of what values? Positive values is equal to NOP, number of positive values. Comma I am writing. Next here I will write it. Number of negative values is equal to 0. When negative value is coming, number of negative values plus what? 1. Already I said the initialization with 0 in the previous logics. So, right, if you practice well, you can do coding well. And if you don't practice, it is difficult for you. So see that number of values are 6 and a number of positive values and negative values. Of course, I need to change this as what? Like this. And here NON I need to write NON, number of negative values. Number of negative values are 5. Number of positive values are how many here? 6. And the number of negative values are only called 5. Able to follow now? So what I am using here? Continue statement. Today I am entering into, I hope you are understanding continue statement meaning. Clear or not clear? Still I will introduce continue statement, break statement that will be continuous. In my entire Python course, break and continue statements is regularly going to come across in front of us. And what is the pause? Pause is a keyword. About if you want pause is a keyword which makes the PVM and Python compiler to understand, ignore indentation block or just bypass the indentation block or ignore the indentation block. That is meaning of what? Pause. Where we can use generally this pause. Let me write the pause concept once here. Pause keyword, I will write it. Pause keyword. So there I will write a small description for pause. Here I will write, here pause is a keyword. What is the use of pause? The pause keyword, the pause keyword instructs the PVM, instructs the Python compiler, and the next what? PVM in such a way that not to consider, not to consider which block? Indentation block, or what is that? I said bypass the indentation block, bypass the indentation block, or what? Ignore the indentation block, ignore the indentation block, ignore the indentation block. This is the concept of what? Right. Syntax, I'm going to write it. What is the syntax? We can use it. We can use wherever indentation symbol is there, we can write indentation symbol after that pause. How do you write it? Which I said already in the classes. If a test condition, we can say what? Pause. One more syntax is what? One more syntax is what? If test condition, pause. Next time writing, else also, I'm writing what? Pause. Next you can write it. One more syntax. What is the next? For loop, I will write it. For loop. For variable name, in where? Iterable object, colon what? Pass. Last and final syntax. Wherever indentation is going to come, you can write happily that point of time, pass keyword. While I can write test condition. What I'll write? Pass. After indentation symbol, if you want, don't write indentation block. Simply I will write it what? Pass keyword. And pass is about this. It is not a big deal and it is not a big point also. If I don't give the notes, you will not answer, even the course is also completed. At least. So pass keyword also, I'll try to keep it in our place. So here, try to move to the further 6 p.m. under transfer flow. I will just keep it here. Okay, write down. Open the notes. Open the notes now. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will read, which will read, which will read n number of values, which will read n number of values, which will read n number of values, which will read n number of values from keyboard, which will read n number of values from keyboard and display, which will read n number of values from keyboard and display. Very, very important logic I'm going to introduce today. Take care. Now I'm going to close this entire things. First time you are going to enter into the 4th level discussion now. Careful. Python. Reading values. Read values example1.py. Read values example1.py. Take care, students. There I'm going to take up program for reading values from keyboard, and a display. Very, very useful logic. And a display. Here in our previous program, when you take continuous statement example 4, I took the fixed values or not? I want which values? Dynamic values to be taken. Dynamic values. How to take the dynamic values? That is what this code makes you to understand. This is the code I'm going to enter into. So now I'm asking, how many values I will take? My outline of the example is like this. See, remove. I will ask you, how many values you want to enter? How many values you want to enter? I say 5. Once you say 5, I should ask you, enter first value. There I will enter 23. Enter second value. I must say something like 56. Enter third value. I must say minus 13. Enter fourth value. I'll say something like Python, any value, not only integers or float, any value. Enter fifth value. 2 plus 3j. 5 values you set, 5 values, one by one you entered, and finally I want to print. What is that now? I want to print LST is equal to 23, 56, minus 13, Python I want to print it. Python. And next is what? 2 plus 3j I want to print it. What is this entire thing is called? What is this entire thing is known as? List object. This is. What is this now? Dynamically I enter. I read the 5 values. 5 values are printed. If I say 10 values I will accept, 10 values will print. This is my expected output. This is my entering the data. Try to carefully follow. What is that now? Number of values is equal to int of input of enter. How many values? How many values you want to enter? Like that I will write it. enter how many values, you want to enter. How many values you want to enter. So 4 or 5 or 6 or how many values you want to enter. Now I'm going to take it. If number of values, if a number of values less than or equal to 0, say what is this now? Is what input? Invalid input. Dot format of what? NOV. 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 Now I'm writing here what else. So I'll say here pass. If I don't write anything like this, you'll get what error? Indentation error will come. Indentation error. If I don't want that, I say pass because it is a very good practice because I want to test this condition. So I don't write else anything. So I'm just making it as pass. I'll make it to wait. So let us run this. I'll say -5 invalid input. I'm testing this part. Later I will take care about the remaining. I'll say 0. I'll say 0 invalid input. Now you'll enter run. I'll say 10. It will go to which part? Else part. Since you did not write anything under else, you said pass. Nothing is going to say. Here I am going to say what? Valid I am saying. For example, valid I am going to say run. Try to run. Now you will get it. If I say 10, what is coming? Valid. So here I need to read how many values? How many values? 10 means 10, 5 means 5, 4 means 4, 6 means 6. I need to read. That is called NOV values I will read. Then tell me how do you read? Madhubavalu, మీరు ఎక్కడ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తున్నా? Where are you practicing now? I am taking 5. 5 times I am repeating my data. This is called a range data type. See, if you practice now, you will not maintain silence. Automatically, this is 1 to 5. How do you generate 1 to 5? Range data type. These thoughts, if don't come now, problem. That indicates you're not practicing only. So, for I in a range of 1 comma NOV plus 1. Because I am starting from where 1 to NOV. If I say 5, only 5 if I say 1 comma 5 if I say, it is going to give you 1 to 5 minus 1. That is 1 to 4 only it will display. It won't give you 1 to 5. 1 to NOV plus 1. I am going to print it. Just to look at. I will print. What it will print? 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. That is already I said to you. 5. 1 to 5 printed. If I don't write it, already this I was explained in the class. So here if I say 5, it will give you only 4. If I say 10, it will give you only 9. So take care. Now I am going to say it is a plus 1 I am going to say. Now I am going to take up. Here I am going to say this type of information I want to get. Enter first value. That value I am going to take up. When that value, if I read it, I want to get this message. When 23 comes, what should I do? I will preserve it. I will preserve. When you go to the vegetable market to buy the vegetables, I will buy the first vegetable, add to the bag. When you buy the second vegetable, add to the bag. When you buy third vegetable, add to the bag. Fourth, add to the bag, add to the bag. And finally, you will come with the list with what values? Full of values you will get. Beginning, it is what? Empty. So here also, I will create one thing here. First of all, are you understanding how to write the loop? So I'm going to write before the loop. What is my example? Reading the values from keyboard and then display. What should I do? LST is equal to, I'm going to say create an empty list. Already I said in the class how to create an empty list. This is also can be created as what? LST is equal to list of. You can say like this also, either this way or this way. Data types are very important in the life of programming. How do you do now? For I in a range of 1 comma NOV plus 1. There I need to say, what should I do? I need to give this message. How can you give this message? Enter a first value. I want to give message plus I want to read the data. What I will use it? Come on. Print off. Madhu Babula. ఎందుక మీరు అసలు వేస్ట్ అసలు go to the data read notes in that input of message. This message represents what? String data. It is treated as a user prompting message. See, చూసుకోండి సార్, everything I already taught. So go to the place. Now here I am writing. మీరు చదువుకోకపోతే వేస్ట్ అసలు. enter I say value. It is a user prompting message. This is nothing but what? User prompting message. Input of is one thing. Input of message is another thing. This I am using now. This already taught to you. This is called user prompting message. Enter a first value. Enter a second value. Third value. Fourth value. Fifth value. There I will write it. This value. Dot format of what? I. This value will be messaged you and it is going to give you value. I will say. I got my value here. That value, I will keep it in the LST. How do you keep the value in the LST? LST dot append of value. So already I taught to you functions. Now I'm going to use all the things which I said. If you did not remember, it's a problem. So what is happening? This will repeat until number of values plus 1 is completed. After finishing that, what is my LST beginning? Empty. How many values I said? 5. Enter what value? First value. Value of I is what? 1. First value. I will enter 23. 23 is appended to what? LST. Go to the loop. I value 2. Enter a second value. Value. 28. 28 is appended to LST. Take the third. Enter a third value. I'll say minus 45. Minus 45 appended. 4. Enter fourth value. Python. Python is red. Python is appended. Go back. Last. False. Fifth. Okay. 5 plus 1. 6. Fifth. Enter fifth value. I'll say 2 plus 3j. 2 plus 3j. Adding to LST. Because I am getting everything in the form of what? STR. Try to run it. I am writing here else. What is this now? Print off. What is this now? Given what? List of values. Given list of values is equal to comma what? LST. Simple. So run this code. Enter how many values? 5. Enter first value. 10. Second value. Minus 23.45. Third value. So 2 plus 3j. Fourth value. Python. Third value. Fifth value. True. So I got my data. Whatever the way you entered, in the same way the data is printed. Because I'm getting everything in the form of what? String type only I'm getting it. Run again. Enter how many values? 10. First value, KVR. Next up, 12.34. Minus 3.4. 0. True. False. 10. 234.56. 2 plus 3j. 2 plus 2 is equal to 3j. No problem. 2 minus 3.5j. Done. All the values are printing. Whatever you are entering from the keyboard, everything will be added to the LST, which is a very, very important logic. I think you are following me. So wherever you are going to come across to further, I wrote almost how many lines of code? 9 lines of code is written. Right now I wrote how many lines of code? 9 lines of code is written. In further, that is after 4-5 days, I will tell you this 9 lines of code in just 2 lines of code with a separate concept is there. That is called list comprehension. What that concept is called? List comprehension code I will tell you. List comprehension, set comprehension. It is one of the extraordinary facility. Only 2 lines I will write. Instead of writing 9 lines, I will use it. Clear? The same example, how to do by using while loop. While loop also you can use it. How to read the data. So I'm going to show online students. I hope it is more clear. Respond students who are in online responding. While loop read values example 2.py. Done. Try to take care. This example I'm going to take up. So program for reading the data. Read values example 2.py. 2.py. So here I'm going to read it. Shall we start? How do you read it? Using while loop. First statement is same. First statement is same. And the second statement also same. Else also same. Else also same. Everything is same. Up to here. Say pass. Run. I say here 4. -4. Invalid input. Say here 0. What input? Invalid input. Done. Now I am removing that. Now what should I do? Create what? Empty list. Why I am taking empty list? I can take empty set also. I can take empty tuple also, but tuple will not allow to append it because it is an immutable. Set also I can take it, but set never allows duplicates. Set never maintains insertion order. That's why list is a better. I will use another syntax. Empty list. Creating an empty list for storing dynamically dynamic values coming from the keyboard. How do you read now? How many values you said? 5. For example, 5. So I need to read 5 values or not? How do you read 5 values? 5 values means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. I have to start my counter from where? 1. What should I say? I is equal to 1. While, come on, I less than, greater than, greater than, less than or equal to NOV, greater than or equal, less than or equal to. I can write less than NOV plus 1 also I can say. Okay, is equal to NOV plus, I will take up. I will do same to same logic. What is this now? Val is equal to input of enter value. Enter value. Dot format of what? I. Dot format of I. I think you are following that. Value I got it. Now, coming to the point of it. So, Hemanath, are you having? So, I got it out that you clarified just now. Okay. అది కూడా చెప్పాలా చార్ట్ విండోలో? Is it necessary to say in the chart window that also? Listen the class. Why you want to waste your time? Because proper understanding is required. If I feel that it is an improper typing in the chart window, definitely I will send that candidate to another batch because you have to get it perfection in my class. Okay, fine. If doubt is clarified, that you need not to tell to me and you need not to type in the chart window also. Try to concentrate the subject. So value is equal to input of enter the value. That value I will add to whom? List. How do you add it? LST dot append of value. Same. This is also repeated. After appending, I is equal to I plus 1. I can also write I plus is equal to 1. Shorthand operator. After that, I will write what? Print of content of list is equal to comma what? LST. LST. Beautiful. Try to run. Now I'm saying how many values like this? 100, 23.45, true, something I entered, whatever it is, Python. So is the data is added or not? This is the another logic with looping I said. You got it? Now, how many values you are entering? NOV. Next, and I'm thinking that you are an intelligent. I don't know whether you are intelligent or not, but I want to tell you that logic for you because it is most useful in real time. So this is called one pattern. one logic. Actually, my heart will not permit to skip off that program because you will come across in real time very regularly. So this is one thing. Another one. But I'll tell you everything, students. If you don't understand the coding, generally at one stage, if we come in real time, only coding will be there. Without coding, they are removing from the industry nowadays. Even 20 years also they're removed. I'm senior, super senior, such priorities will not be there. If they feel that you are not useful, without seeing anything, they will give the 1 month pink slip, next month out. So take care. Coding is having such an important. Because of only theory, no life is successful. Coding is most important. Now, this is one pattern. What is that? 5. Enter first value, second value, third value, fourth value, fifth value. And finally, this is the result. Now, my next pattern is, I'm going to say, enter first value, enter the value, enter the value. I'm not saying enter the value. You entered. Enter another value. Enter another value. Going on entering, not saying how many values you want to enter. You are not saying how many values you are entering. You go on entering, enter a value. Continuously I will enter. I decided no, stop. I want to stop it. I want to stop. Continuously I am going on entering, but at one moment I want to stop. You can enter. 5 means only 5 times it is asking, but here continuously you can go on entering. Enter a value. Like that I am going on entering. At one place I want to stop. Enter a value. For stopping is concerned, I am keeping one condition. Whenever I enter the symbol called at the rate, then I want to stop. Are you following? Whenever I enter the some symbol, I want one symbol called what? At the rate. Or I want to say one exclamation. I want to enter some symbol to stop it. That symbol to stop it, that time I will print the content of the list. I want to print the content of the list. This is called one beautiful logic. So I think you are understanding that I am introducing in the class. Shall we start off? Now, be careful. Try to understand. This logic is going to be one of the important. This point I am entering. One special symbol I am taking. That special symbol is at the rate. But at the rate when I enter, I want to break my loop. Otherwise, continuously my loop is going on coming. Continuously asking to go on explaining. So let's go to the point. Very, very important. Read values example 3.py. Read values example 3.py. There I am going to take it. 3.py. So how to go for it? 2 dot. Here I will copy. Here I will copy. I'll change my logic also. 3.py. Program for reading values from keyboard until user press which symbol? At the rate, and display the values. 3.py. Very, very important. Special program. Shall we start? Here I'm going to say, what should I say? Continuously I'm asking. Continuously I'm asking. Continuously asking means what is the loop programming? Looping. Which loop? Continuous loop. Continuous loop means what? Infinite loop. I'll write it. While. What to write inside of that while? What should I write inside of that while? Test condition. Here నేను ఇక్కడ ఏం రాయాలనుకున్నాను? Hello. Hello. This hello I want to print continuously. Continuously, if I want to execute my indentation block, what is this condition should be? True. True now. So what I will write there? I will write KVR. What is KVR? Within the double quotes, non-zero. Non-zero means true. Non-zero means true. What it will print? True, non-zero, true, execute. Again going to the loop. Non-zero means true. You execute this. What is the answer? Hello, hello, hello will be going on coming. What is the KVR within the double quotes in while loop? True. Non-zero. Non-zero values are called true. That I already said in the class. Here I will write 2 plus 3j. 2 plus 3j. Also called what? Complex number. Non-zero value. Also going to give you what? True, true, true. In general, I will write it what here? This, if I don't write anything, it will not print anything. It will not print anything. Nothing is going to come. So, any non-zero value is called what? True. Simply, I will write Boolean values also there are not. While true. That is the final answer. While true. What is the answer is printing? Hello, hello is going on printing. How many times? Infinite number of times. Understand? Now, here I will say here very, very simple thing. What is that? Value is equal to input of enter value. Enter value. Enter value. And enter value. In the bracket, press at the rate to stop. Press at the rate to stop. Are you following? That value I will add to whom? LST is equal to. What is this list? Create an empty list. Create an empty list. Tell me now. LST dot append of what is this now? Value. LST dot append of what? Value. So this is done. Continuously it is going to ask. Before appending, I must check. What is that checking? Value. What is the symbol here? At the rate. What should I do? How do you check it? Value is equal to at the rate. Value is equal to at the rate. I need to do what? If it is satisfied, what should I do? Break. Break. Already you know break. Break is always used inside the loop. If it is not break, what you will do? Else. What you will do? LST dot LST dot what? Append of LST dot append of what? Value. So start. While true, enter inside, enter the value. What is happening? Value is coming. That value is called 14. 14 is equal to at the rate false. Coming to else and adding 14. Next, going to the loop. While true again, enter the value. So 19.45. 19.45 is equal to at the rate? No. Append. Done. Next, true. Again going back. At the rate. Is it equal to at the rate? No. Again printing. Like that, I will go on entering. Once in a moment, I will enter at the rate. At the rate. Going to that at the rate entered. At the rate is equal to at the rate true. I will go for what? Break. Once if I say break, it is coming out of the loop. Don't write else part here. If I write else part, it won't execute. So I need to write out of that. As a other statement, I need to write it. What is that? Content of list. Content of list. Content of what? List is equal to what? LST. LST. Try to run this code. So here, see that 10, enter the value. 12.34, enter the value. 2 plus 3j, enter the value. True, enter the value. KVR, enter the value. False, enter the value. Java, enter the value. Python, enter the value. Minus 34.56, enter the value. Say next, what is the next? I'll say something like minus 0.5. Minus 0.5. Coming to this. Are you following this? Now I will say at the rate symbol. At the rate symbol. Now you are getting the data. Now you are getting the data. Are you able to follow now? This is the data we got it. Clear up? Continuously I am entering until I stop this data. This is about most important logic. This is the another way. So here also wrote 3 to 7, 10 lines are 3 to these many lines. 3 to 10 lines are wrote. Almost 7 lines are written. Earlier I wrote almost how many lines are written? Almost I wrote it 14 lines. That is called 3 to. I wrote almost 11 lines. And this I wrote it 7 lines. Further, I will tell you only 2 lines. But if you go on learning these many techniques, things will be so simple for you. Understand how? So after completion of that, from this place, I want to get the data to be done. Clear? Open the notes now. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Online students, I hope it is more clear about these logics. Write a Python program which will accept a list of floating list of numerical values. List of numerical values. Write a Python program which will accept a list of numerical values and find their sum and average. 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 Important. So now I'm going to take up either by using this way you can do or this way you can do. So better I will move to this example only. So because at the rate example I will use it because some tricky logic is there present in that. I want to continue. So let me go to read example 4.py. Read example 4.py. There I am going to take it. Read example 4.py. 4.py. There I will carry. Entire thing I will carry, but I do the logic here. So here remove. 4.py. Reading values from keyboard and find sum and average. So average from list of numbers I am taking. Empty list created. Tell me now, what should I do? Come on. I'll take it. While true. While true. I'm going to take it. While true. Value is equal to input of enter. Enter a value in the bracket. Press at the rate symbol. It is your choice to take any special symbol. To stop. To stop. Close. Done. That value I am comparing. If value is equal to what? At the rate symbol. At the rate symbol. What you will do? Break. If it is else, now say here break. Coming to this place, else. What should I do? I will go for LST dot append of what? Value. Value is which type actually here? STR type. You are getting in the form of what? STR. But I'm entering what? Numerical values I'm entering. For this, if I write it float here, if I write this at the rate symbol, you'll get value error. Value error. That I already said to you. Because we cannot convert the special symbol into float type. After reading string data, if it is not the case, while appending, you convert that value into which type? Float type you convert. Float of what here? Value. This is the mechanism of that. Now I'm going to write it. Here I'm writing. What is this? Here I'm writing, saying here, content of list. Content of list is equal to LST. Try to see this data. Try to observe it. Try to run. Say 12, 2.3, 4.5, 34.56, 34, 56 at the rate. So my list of values, I got it up to 56. For this value, I want to find the sum. How do you find the sum? Now I want to take it. Now I will take this now. Go to this place. Here I am going to enter into this place. Now here I am going to say, this is my given data. This is my given data. This data, try to get it here. This data, try to take out. So here output I pointed here. Now I want to find the sum of all the elements. How do you find S is equal to 0? From there onwards, it is happy. For value in where LST, S is equal to what? S plus value. S plus value. Every value I'm going to do what? Sum. 0 plus first value. Preserved in this place. I said accumulation. I will go for what? For loop will find out all the things I'm printing. What is this? Sum is equal to dot format of yes. I will say next what? Average. AVG is equal to, I'll write it, dot format of S by LEN of LST. LEN of LST. Our list contains number of elements or not? Sum by number of elements, which will give you average or not? Which will give you average. This is the code for what? Finding the logic. So code for finding code for finding sum of elements of list. Finding sum and average. AVG of elements of AVG of elements of what? List. Try to run. Say here 10, 20. Take the simple thing first. 40. 40. 4 elements enough because otherwise you cannot count it. Because you will get problem in a calculation part. 10, 20, 30, 40 is called what? 100. 100 by 4 is called 25. Easy calculation. So now you can enter minus 10, 23.45, minus 45.67, 456.78, 23.4, minus 5.6, 34.67, minus 4.8, 0.5, and at the rate symbol, you will get the answer like this. Are you understanding? You can round also these values. You can round also. Already you know how to round it, and you know percentage F and all those things. You are already aware of it. Are you able to follow? This is related to what? How do you read the values dynamically and how to do the calculations on this area? Are you able to follow? Can you do some example? Right. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Which will accept a list of numerical values. Which will accept a list of numerical values. Which will accept list of numerical values. Which will accept list of numerical values and find even numbers from the list. Find all even numbers from the list. Find all even numbers from the list. So that you do it. Reading values dynamically, even numbers you need to print. Next, same program, write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will read list of numerical values. Which will read list of numerical values. Which will read list of numerical values and find odd values. Find odd values. So both the examples you try to do it. So this I will stop it. This I will stop it. In further, in next class when I come back, I will talk about when you go for that index, when you go to our class, next class when I come back, flow controls if I come, index if you see, next class I will go for break, continue, pause, return will come in the functions. Next chapter is that in the functions, you will come across the concept of what? Return. Return I am not going to discuss here because functions concept separately I am going to explain. for almost 8 days. I'm going to explain. In the functions, you will come across written, not in the loops. Now, combined examples also done. And tomorrow class, when I come back, I will talk about inner loops. I will get it. So that third level examples will be continued. The fourth level examples also will be there. After finishing that fourth level examples, I will take it. Understand? So tomorrow, don't miss it. Nested loops. And today's very low strength is there. So I'll stop my class. And tomorrow I'll go for what? Inner loops. All the multiple examples will be discussing on that. First, you need to read the notes for the concept. Need to read the notes for the concept. And plus, you need to go for the coding. Direct coding, if you see, nothing will understand. Nothing will understand. First, you have to go for reading the notes. Notes important, then coding will come. Other than that, nothing will come to that. Are you able to follow? So, Sunny Swami, space also will work. All the things will work out. Depends on your condition logic, what you take it. That is an important. Whatever you are going to take it, that is going to be useful to you. Right. I'll stop my class and tomorrow class, don't miss it, which is the most useful class. Thank you. Carry on. Online students, you hold on. Any doubts are there? I will clarify. Letters. Letters. వర్డ్స్ కూడా చెప్తాను నేను చెప్తాను అక్క. ఎన్ రాజు. రాజు.
సార్ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. రాజు, టెల్ మీ.
సార్ కంటిన్యూ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 2 and 3 వెళ్ళండి సార్ ఒకసారి.
కంటిన్యూ టు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 2.
ఇక్కడ మనము i = i+1 ఇంక్రిమెంట్ ఇచ్చాం కదా సార్. ఇక్కడ ప్రింట్ కింద సార్ ప్రింట్ ఆఫ్ ఎస్ ఆఫ్ మనం ఇక్కడ రీడ్ వాల్యూ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 3 లో
ఆర్ యు ఆర్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ 2 నా 3 నా?
ఇక్కడ 3కి వెళ్ళండి సార్. ఇప్పుడు
3కి వెళ్ళాం.
ఇక్కడ మనం ఇంక్రిమెంట్ ఎందుకు ఇవ్వలేదు సార్? ఇప్పుడు
అందుకనే నోట్స్ చదవాలనేది. అందుకనే ఫర్ లూప్ విల్ టేక్ కేర్ అబౌట్ ఆటోమేటిక్ ఇంక్రిమెంటేషన్, ఆటోమేటిక్ అప్డేషన్, ఆటోమేటిక్ కండిషన్. నోట్స్ చదువుకోమనేది అందుకే. While loop, when you take it, you have to give explicitly what? Initialization, condition, and updation. When you go to for loop, no need to give initialization, no need to give incrementation, no need to give that. That already explained in the class.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right. Any more doubts, students? Having the doubts? కోటేశ్వరరావు.
సార్ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్
సార్. మనం ఏదన్నా వార్డ్లో తీసుకుంటే ఒక వార్డ్లో మిడిల్ వర్డ్ తీసుకుంటే కంటిన్యూ తీసుకుంటాం, లేకపోతే ఒక పర్టికులర్గా ఒక లెటర్ని ఎండ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే బ్రేక్ వాడతాం. బట్ ఈ AEIOUలో లాస్ట్ 2 వర్డ్స్ తీసుకోవాలంటే ఏ స్టేట్మెంట్ వాడతాం సార్ బెటర్?
లాస్ట్ లో 2 వర్డ్స్ తీసుకుంటాం
అంటే ఇప్పుడు బ్రేక్ ఏంటంటే ఫస్ట్ వచ్చేటట్టు చేసుకుంటాం. బ్రేక్ పర్టికులర్ ఓ అని పెట్టుకుంటే AEIO వచ్చింది. బ్రేక్ ఓ పెట్టుకుంటే
బ్రేక్ స్టేట్మెంట్. నో లిజన్, వాట్ యు ఆర్ థింకింగ్ is wrong. Break statement is used for terminating the loop when certain condition is satisfied. without executing the loop. So not like by keeping certain letter breaking or not like that. Break statement is used to terminate the loop when certain condition is satisfied.
ఓకే.
Okay, ma?
ఓకే సార్.
Right.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Next, Anita.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, will you repeat that homework 2 questions once?
What is that?
Homework you given us, sir, homework 2 questions.
One is even numbers to display, one is odd numbers to display.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, students, any more doubts are there? Okay, students, no more, I think no more hand raising symbols are there. I think no doubts are there. I'll close my class and I will upload the notes. Thank you, students. All the best. Take care. All the best.